Well, what's poppin', man? It's your boy Drip G, the coolest in the room. We're here again for another episode of Blunt Convo, man. We have Lique in the building. We have Blake in the building. And yeah, y'all see what I'm repping today, man. You know what I'm saying? Got my Thunder gear on. We're about to talk about some Thunder shit. For starters, let's talk about the experience. We both had the chance to go to Loud City.
Yeah, that was super.
Check that out. Shout out to my guy D'Angelo. He was behind putting that together. Shot me an interview, or not an interview, but an invite. And yeah, we got to do some exclusive shit. What was it like for you?
I mean, it was really cool. They had a lot of different setups where you could take pictures and a lot of different like little art installations, and the charcuterie was my favorite. I love a good charcuterie, honestly. But then they also, you can't really, like you have a good cheese and a good like sliced deli meat, some fruits and veggies, man. Anyways, they also have this really cool flower, like little area, and you could pick out the flowers you want, a bouquet, and then they would wrap it up at the end, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was sick. That was sick. Also, yeah, I know. Shout out to Dub. You know, this is his number, but this is a custom jersey. I should flip it.
Show him the back.
Should I?
Can you
should I
say
do all that?
Yeah, show it.
Should I do all that, man? Should I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See too much.
So cool.
But
Perfect.
yeah, man. What's crazy is that like, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Lakers fan. You know what I'm saying? Kobe era specifically, and I had got number 8 for Kobe. You know, and did the Trip G just to later find out that Dub is number 8.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, that's how out of touch I am with the Thunder.
Yo, I just want to say,
Impossible.
you're not the only Laker fan that I know who's a Laker fan, but I'm telling you, guys, you don't have to be a Laker fan for Kobe. Like, Kobe had his time Lakers. You could not be a Lakers fan now.
You feel it?
Lakers are whack.
It's like, you know, the loyalty is there, and my loyalty to Kobe. Kobe, he played his whole career with the Lakers, and you know, that's just who I grew up on, like literally, like childhood. That's my guy. If you're asking me, Kobe over Jordan. But hey, we're not going to have that debate. That's not what we're here for.
We talked about that.
You know, that's not what we're here for.
We touched lightly.
That's not what we're here for.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were able to get your custom jerseys up there. They had like a little free throw shooting thing. You know, yeah, it was pretty dope. And then
They had the DJ.
They had a DJ.
Yeah, Reaper was DJing.
That's what we're about to spin to.
Yeah.
So the day that we had went, I can't remember who was DJing, but that was a different DJ there.
Okay.
And then we met up with you
Yeah.
that following week. Shout out to DJ Reaper. He was spinning.
Yeah.
What was it like for you when he was up there?
Oh man, it was cool. They had a cool setup for the DJ, no doubt. I saw all the little setups. It's like Instagrammable moments or TikTok or whatever.
Right.
People want to use, just cool little like social stuff,
Yep.
You could buy some merch if you wanted. It seemed kind of a hangout. Like there was a rush of people at the front, but then as it went on, it just kind of petered out, and it was just kind of empty. It felt like they had like a little bit, like a trickle of people coming through.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, no hate to the organization, but I feel like they could have kind of put a little more into it.
Yeah.
Made it more of an event. Like they had a few cheerleaders walking around, but they didn't have any players there. I mean, we would have taken like, deep in the roster, have a player show up, man,
Deep in the roster.
Like, it's not like Shay has to walk in.
Names.
Yeah. But
shit.
like have some like
mascot.
Yeah.
a little more favorite. Yeah, where was Rumble?
Right.
Do you know how many pictures would get taken in that place if Rumble was there?
Would have been crazy.
Dude, I said it earlier. Like they should have a team of like 5 people who are Rumble, and then they could just rotate them out, or like send them to different spots around the city for different events. Like why not?
Yeah.
Tag up the whole city.
Yeah.
Where's Rumble?
Yeah.
Like
If they
the whole
had-
little sighting thing.
I'm sorry.
No, what?
That would be cool.
Yeah, you get like a jersey if you find them.
Yeah. Yo,
That'd be crazy.
and I have mad respect for the person. I don't know whoever is Rumble,
Yeah.
because they are so animated and active. Like I believe it every time. Every time they do anything, I'm just like all the antics, all of his little like idiosyncrasies and stuff. I'm in. I'm like, yeah.
What was you about to say?
I was just gonna say like that first event where it was like an invite only thing. I thought that was cool, but I do agree. I think they could have done like a little bit more. The bar was cool, the charcuterie was cool, but by the time we went to that next time we went, and it was like more open to everyone, the bar had like 2 options. You know, it was like there was no food. It was just like an empty place, just like kind of, you know. So I feel like when we're in the playoffs, you know, we could give a little bit more to the city, and then the city will want to give a little bit more back. In my mind.
I can see that. I don't know what the budgeting is like. I'm sure we all know there's reasons as to why they probably have limitations and would cap in certain spaces, but that's still no excuse to the freelance, like just doing shit. You know, the pop-ups, there's different venues around the city. I feel like that would love to be a part of, like, you know, catering some type of Thunder event or just anything, you know.
Yeah.
So I agree with that 100%, man. With that, that was first round. That was right before we kicked off and played Memphis.
Right.
Shout out to the Thunder for handling that. Blake.
Yeah.
We in the second round, man.
I know.
And how are you feeling?
You know, I really feel like, I mean, the stat lines are crazy. The best team in the league right now.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Performance-wise, like defense, offense, they have awesome team mechanics. Like I love that they play as a team. I love that they hustle on defense. Super refreshing, you know.
Man, the defense is crazy.
Dude, the gripe a few years ago, in the last few years, is like there's no defense in the NBA anymore. And I gotta tell you, dude. I mean, they used to throw up like when I was a kid. If you made 90 points, it was impressive.
Yeah.
And these days, like, dude, the Thunder made 90 points in half.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
No, that's really crazy.
On track. Can you imagine if they had 180 points at the end of the game?
Yeah.
It happened one time in like 83. I had to look it up. It happened one time in 83 in triple overtime.
And that's triple overtime.
In triple overtime.
Oh wow.
It was like 186, like 187 or something.
Hell. Ooh, that would have been a painful, tiring loss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Just a battle. And you know, in the 80s, like early 80s, it was a battle.
Yeah, they scrapped it out.
People getting punched, you know, like
Elbows,
haymakers.
blood, court.
Kicking the knee, like.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But I think the Thunder are poised. Even though the second round has been like more rocky, like more controversial than the first. I mean, dude, the Nuggets are not the same team as the Grizzlies. Like the Nuggets are definitely a step up from the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Jokic is no joke. You know, we know this. We know this. We have 2 potential MVPs battling it out in the playoffs. Like it's supposed to be tough. I will say, like, you wonder in a game like that where you're like, man, if this one play could have made a difference, that one play could have made a difference.
Yeah.
If you just did this one thing,
Yeah.
you know, if you just did this one thing, it would be over. And you have the W.
It'll be a wrap. It'll be a wrap.
Yeah. So you wonder. It makes you wonder about that stuff. But it's like to lose by 2 or to go cold in OT. It's like if you could have prevented getting to OT, that'd be cool. If you could have closed out the game in a different kind of way, that'd been cool. But then to come out and actually like beat the brakes off of Denver mercilessly in the second game, just run your game and do it right and make it to where they don't have any opportunity to do what they want they need to do.
Yeah.
That potential is there, and so if the Thunder put that together, nobody in the league can stop them.
Right.
If they play that game, if they play that kind of basketball, unstoppable.
They're going to a dynasty run like Golden State. They can keep that up.
That's it.
Last night we were at the pump and we were watching the game on my phone, and it was a pretty good run. And
Tough
you
game.
started to notice, you know, the crowd die down, the energy was fading out.
Started leaving.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah,
you
because
can-
they had it on TV screens too.
on me. Yeah, you can just tell like the effect that loss had. Like you were just on a high, you smacked this team by like 40 something points, and then you lose in overtime like that. It was like,
Yeah.
And this whole game, it was like really close. It was like 1 point, 1 point, 1
Yeah.
point. It was
Yeah.
like
It was a game.
tense
fucking game.
for sure. And I'm from Denver, like Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but honestly, I was going for the Thunder.
Hey, there you go.
Well, like pick a side. No.
From Denver, like could be a Nuggets fan. Could be a Thunder.
It's Kobe.
That's what it is for everybody though. No, but seriously, how many Lakers fans right now are Lakers fans because Kobe was there?
It's Kobe.
Kobe's not there, yo. It's a different
Man,
team.
It's crazy. It's
So
crazy.
you can't love Kobe without being a Lakers fan for the rest of your life?
Yeah. I can
I don't
separate
know.
the two.
I don't know.
I can separate the two, but it's just that feeling, because then when I do make the call, then the Thunder fans, you guys gonna be like, oh, here you go, trying to be on our side.
No,
It's
I
never
would
a
be
good time
open
to
arms.
change. So it's kind of like you gotta stick it out.
You just
And,
have to.
hey, we just got Luka, so
Listen, I'm just saying, after they got knocked out, I can just imagine Luka and LeBron in the locker room just like holding each other and sobbing.
Oh wow.
That's all I can picture. Is that not what happened?
Wow, probably so.
Yeah, there's no video of that. LeBron had that shit confiscated.
Allegedly, for legal purposes, all alleged, say alleged.
That's
That's
funny.
hilarious.
But like, no, like for real though, I am a Thunder fan.
Yeah.
I love where I'm from. I do appreciate everything the Thunder do, and
Yeah.
I've been rocking with these guys since Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook days.
Totally.
But when it comes to like I said, man, just growing up into the sport,
I get it.
I was probably about 14 when we got the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been, and then like Thunder going against Kobe is like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now,
I get it.
stop playing.
And you have to, like, free agency messes things up. Like the tradition of a team
Yes.
is like degraded over time. It's like deteriorated. So
Mm-hmm.
it's cool. It's cool to stick to your guns and stuff. And honestly, I respect any team that's a good team, even if they're not like the local favorite.
Right,
whatever.
right.
It's all good. Like, you said Michael Jordan earlier. Like, I used to be a Bulls fan when I was growing up and stuff, but I can't say I've rooted for him really hard. I liked it. It was cool when Derrick Rose was there.
Right.
Now, what's happening with the Bulls? I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If I'm being 100, like I do feel that way. Like this is where I'm from.
Yeah.
This is where I'm from. You know.
Well, you can claim it any time.
Yeah. I got
Do
you.
well, you just have both. Just make
You have
both.
license.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
That's why I
room
go.
for
You can like different teams.
Do both.
Yeah.
If you wore a Lakers jersey tomorrow or to the next Convo, yeah, I'd be like, okay.
I'm most likely going to.
I'm not gonna, you know,
I'm
I wouldn't be
calling
mad.
you
I'm most likely
No.
going to. I have this,
I'm saying something.
my pops, he had a Kobe jersey, it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
white one, and he wasn't a really big guy, but for some reason this jersey is huge.
Yeah.
And my grandmother gave it to me, she cleaned it and whatnot.
Cool.
But like, if I can maybe sneak a hoodie up on her, I might throw them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it.
So with that, you was talking about Denver,
Yeah.
or not Denver, but Colorado,
Mhm.
and now being here, Thunder fan. I want to ask you, did y'all have like a huge support system in Colorado for Denver Nuggets? Like, were y'all heavily involved in y'all's town, or was that more like?
I mean, Denver, I feel like definitely was. I grew up in Colorado Springs,
That's what
and
I'm
my
saying.
dad is like huge Nuggets fan for sure.
So like everyone went for the Thunder. I mean, not Thunder, but
The
Denver
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Honestly, can I be honest? I really don't know.
Okay.
People
Because I
aren't.
really don't. Yeah, because I really just don't know that much about sport.
Well, the reason I was asking, 'cause I was gonna say like,
Or
was
maybe-
the spirit
Yeah.
high out there? Like,
Oh,
like
I
we're in the
really-
playoffs. You got this view on it. I wanted to know what was it like out there for y'all? Was it like a heavy thing for y'all in the city? to
I
celebrate
feel
the
like
sport?
the Denver Broncos was like a bigger deal.
Ah,
That's
Honestly, like they were a bigger deal. The Denver Broncos
Yeah.
stadium was like right downtown. It was huge. They built a
Ah.
brand new one.
Okay.
So yeah, always go Broncos for me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I won't trade on them
Yeah.
ever. But you know,
It's more of a football city.
yeah,
More of a football city.
basketball.
I mean, even Oklahoma, I remember whenever we got to host the Hornets for a minute.
yeah,
'Cause that was pre-Thunder.
right.
that was like a whole test thing. Like we had the Hornets for a minute, and then they left for a little while, and then we got the Supersonics and made the Thunder, you know.
Yep.
But everyone was like, "Ooh, can OKC handle a national team?
Right.
Like, do they have the market for it? Do they have the support for the team?" And then Oklahoma City has been nonstop, like pure support forever.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook comes back and he comes on the court and they give him standing ovations and stuff, dude.
Right.
It's like,
As he should, man. Shout out to Westbrook, man. Shout out
Yeah.
to Westbrook and everything he's done for Oklahoma City because, yeah, man, like, I don't want to dive into the whole thing when the split, but
we all know that story.
Right. And for us to just hold it down and still, like, show us love here, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, that shit is highly appreciated.
Yeah. Some loyalty and some like going hard for it.
Right. See, so he can play for different places and still have love for us. I can live here and still be a Lakers fan.
Okay, so well, speaking of like the culture and stuff and what like this playoff is bringing, the attention it's bringing to OKC.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about like the Olympics possibly coming here, all that stuff?
Man, I think that shit is gonna be dope as hell. Just because like you just see the city constantly growing. Like this is one of the things we talked about on I think it was the first episode about like the city growth and like the things that we're seeing pop out from here. And yeah, I think the Olympics will shoot it over. We'll go next level, especially after these last Olympics. Yeah, let's get some breakdancing here.
Yeah.
But like, ain't they're just doing like a game year though, right?
It's one event. I
Yeah,
think.
it's one event.
It's like rowing.
Yeah.
Rowing, oh, okay.
Which is it tough?
Okay.
I mean, anything you do in the Olympics is like top tier. It's all insanely competitive and super tough and super refined
Right.
athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even for that, it's pretty cool. I like that they're bringing it in. I mean, more stuff like that more stuff like that. It's gonna bring more culture. I hate, as far as we talked about like the way the OKC is, or maybe Oklahoma in general. And there's some redeeming qualities, but it's also like getting exposed to different kinds of people. If international people come to watch rowing because it's like cool from all over the place, that just gives you a chance to talk to somebody that you would have never run into at any point in your life in any location.
Home base, and another thing too with that, like another thing that we were talking about was like the gatekeeping and whatever. But like, there's not gonna be that.
Yeah.
Like if someone is coming in internationally,
Right.
and I run into them and we have a good conversation.
Right.
How is the next person? How is someone from here gonna delegate that conversation?
Yeah.
Like, you can't control that. So
Yeah.
that's why I feel like everything is kind of being shattered. And if you're not on pace of what's going on, then of course to you, you don't see the growth. You're gonna sit back and be like, forcing this way, but nah, we're on to some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be candid.
Yeah.
You don't have to tiptoe around, and you can
Mm-hmm.
you can share even. Dude, it doesn't matter what your values are. That's not what I'm really talking about the way of it. It's just like you can share your values and hear somebody else's values. You have perspective, they have perspective, and if it's really wildly like disparate, like completely different, that's really healthy. It's really healthy to think about. You can be like, oh, cool, you're like that. That's interesting, and you can be like, I'm still like this. You can choose and still own what you're after, but like you don't have to. You can. I don't know. I think it's good for the brain. It's like a neuroplasticity.
Man,
Be exposed to other stuff.
because even then with the clicky shit, like that's not gonna be a relevant thing. It's like you don't own nobody. You don't own people.
When you're
Right. We can all do this.
when you're in a group of someone, or like, I don't know, 10, and everybody just likes the same things, just has the same beliefs,
Man.
just has the same interests,
You're in a fraternity.
then it's like,
For real.
but then it's like, how are we growing? How are we, you're not exposed to anything outside of it. Maybe it's fraternity, maybe cults a little bit, but seriously,
Dude. Yo, read about groupthink, okay? There's a thing called groupthink. Try to avoid that. Try to avoid that. Think about things. Question.
Right. And that's where the originality, I think, also, all these things we just kind of talked about before, but yeah, I think that's where the city is going, and just be who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
You don't have to be any way that anybody say. You can
That's true.
just be expressive.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm curious.
Mhm.
All right, as a fan, like you love basketball, right? I think
Right.
basketball's cool, man. I mean, I'm all the way.
Yeah.
But like, what's the game plan, dude? Because these games have been close. They've been good games. It's just like it's fallen off at one point or another. Okay, these aren't like the games that we've lost have been close. The game that Denver lost was a fucking
smack out.
Yeah, dude, that was like drug them through the mud. It was crazy.
Man.
So there's like these little things, just a little tightening. I think it's a little adjustment when we're there. What do the Thunder have to do? What is it? Who needs to perform?
Like, what's crazy is that, like, from the games I'm seeing, I feel like everybody is on point, even from the bench. Like, the whole 10-man rotation, everything is good, bro. What I think it is, and it's not Thunder's fault, but it's that experience. It's the experience. It's these guys knowing, okay, yeah, they ain't running them legs, they going hard. We can pace ourselves, you know. We can dial it like Jokic knows what he's aware of. So, I don't know, man. I think with the coaching, he just got to keep strategizing. And I mean, he's doing a great job. I'm not in his position. I can never say, but like how you said, the games that we lost were like
Margin,
free throws. We didn't close out overtime. But with them, it was smack that. You know, so man, I just think it's experience. And even with Denver losing that second game, that could be experience too.
Yes.
That could be, hey, we gotta take a break. We just went 7 games. We don't have no breaks. We gotta let them. Let's let them have the second game. Let's let them have this home game, man. Let's break. So then when we go home, we putting up a fight, and you know, so
a little give and take.
Yeah,
it's like if you push hard, then you get immediate resistance. But if you push soft, you might be able to like.
Right, and I think that's the thing, because Thunder is going hard all these games, but Denver took that break game too. Hey, like guys didn't even look as mad or as into it like they were in game 1. You could tell Jokic was pissed.
Yeah. The
second game,
they phoned it in.
He came back in his Joker suit. You see his Joker suit?
I gotta find it. I heard about it.
Yeah, the purple suit, it was clean. But he came in game 3 ready to hoop, and I think like that type of shit right there is what it is.
It's a war of attrition.
Yep.
It just depends on who's gonna break like over the longest amount of time, I think. And it was gonna be a battle. It's hard. These aren't the Grizzlies, you know, like we said before. If anything, man, I would say like, you know, like Shea's the MVP in my mind. Straight up, like what the Thunder did this season, performance-wise, is crazy. It's crazy. Like no one, the closest next team, at least in their conference, was like 20 wins behind them. That's the kid doesn't even compare. Okay.
Right.
Including the Nuggets, they were on that same little cluster, you know.
Yeah.
So, I wish that Shea would like take a breath and like cool out and just calm down, dude. Just like relax like a little bit.
Let it come to you.
Relax, man. You know that like he gets in the paint and he just will move away from somebody and just pop the shot.
Yeah.
And it's just buttery.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you can do that all day. You can like step circles around Jokic. You know, like these guys cannot guard you like that.
Right.
Just chill a little bit.
Yeah.
Chill a little bit. Like 7 for like 22. I think you could be like 14 for 22.
Yeah, man.
And then we win.
See.
But you can't. You're not alone. You're creating other stuff because that's MVP stuff. You know. Had mad rebounds yesterday. Bro, I hate to say it. I have a battle like in myself about Chet.
I knew you were gonna bring up
Chet. Chet Holmgren, dude. I'm like, bro, he only got like 30 games this season. Okay, he's been injured. He's had tough. He's fought. You know. He's a unique player. Like that's what they say about him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, twice now. In the first game, you didn't go. You're supposed to be able to guard anywhere because you're 7-1, and they say that's one of your unique traits.
Yeah.
Bro, you did not close out on the 3-point line. You were the only guy in arm's reach to block that shot, or to at least put pressure on him.
Right.
Go get it. You know? And then in game 3, you know what they did to tie it?
What was that?
They kicked it out to Aaron Gordon on the 3.
Oh, he hit the 3 again. He tied it up.
And you know who was standing right there? Chet.
No way.
Bro barely got his arm up. I'm like,
I missed it.
Hey man, will you do a lot of really good things? I saw him in the Grizzlies series. We came out and dropped like 8 3-pointers in the third quarter, and it was crazy.
Right.
And I'm like, cool. You don't have to take everything on yourself either, but like if you have that opportunity and it's on you, I'm not saying it's on you.
Right.
But at the end of the game, what becomes the most crucial part of the game? The last like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So like maybe get a hand up. Maybe close out.
It's crazy that Aaron Gordon did it too.
He,
Clutch.
dude, just get a hand up, like close out, like go get that and sell out for it, dude. If he blows past you and then makes the shot, that's fine, dude. At least you're 7-1, dude. You should be able to disrupt that. Shouldn't you?
I would think so. I would think so.
I mean, get your hand up, get it, hustle.
That's crazy.
Why would you not hustle in that
7
moment?
foot one.
Even if you played a dog game, dude, even if you played all game and you caught rebounds, you were bodying Jokic and all this stuff, it's just like, dude, the easiest thing in the world compared to that should be running to the 3-point line. It takes you like 1 step and then your hands up, and it's just like, dude, do it. Do it. You know?
Look, with this podcast, you're gonna be into sports. You know, like, what am I missing out on?
I mean, look, I feel the, you know, the fire a little bit with the playoffs and everything, but
You know what?
it seems like you guys are speaking a different language.
You're a fan of Kobe too, right?
I feel like that's the only answer I can give.
From
So.
my credentials too, just so you know my opinion, yo, I led a little league team to like a 39-16 victory today. So I know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
literally, yeah. Listen to this guy. He's got sports figured out.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Blake.
Yo, check it out. You know what the secret is to keep up with this stuff? Because I can't watch it every day. Highlights on YouTube. Highlights 10 minutes, and you're just like, oh, okay, cool. You get a sense of it, and you're like, I see what it is.
Yeah, because honestly, it was like you guys were just speaking another language just now. I'm like,
That's crazy.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, these guys, man, I still feel like they got a good pull, man. It's only 3 games.
Dude.
I said it was gonna be 5 or 4-1. And I was like, nah, I think they could sweep these guys just because of how tired they look, and I thought they was gonna take the first game.
That's a different series.
Trail was like 4-1. But Reaper said he think game 7, and it's going to 7.
It's looking like 7.
It's looking like 7.
It should honestly come as no surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as we like to, it's fun whenever your team like blows the team out, you know, you're like, yeah. But dude, they gotta be able to finish.
Yeah.
And they gotta be able to, it's scrappy. Dude, they've been both the games we've lost have been neck and neck. I don't care what you say, like even if they went cold in OT, even if they like beat us at the buzzer, bro. Aaron Gordon, for his percentages, I don't know that he's an insane I don't know what his 3-point percentages are, but like,
Right.
what are the odds that he makes that? Like, you know, out of 10 times, how many times is he gonna make that?
Right.
3.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
It's just like, dude, that's good. I mean, good on him for coming to play and stuff, but it's just like, he's not the closer.
Yeah.
He's not the closer like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just a couple other things where we can just kind of, I don't know, tighten it up. It's just that finishing factor.
Yeah.
But I still, I think it's 7 games, man.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I had hoped for a better outcome, like a more advantageous outcome, let's say.
Yeah.
But maybe that's the best outcome because you actually go through fire.
Yeah. I
You should
agree.
get stronger.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, looks like we have faith in you, Thunder. So bring us home, man. Get the job done.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, it's time.
It's time.
And I guess that's about it on this episode here of Blunt Convo. You have anything I want to close out with?
Yo, I just want to say, not to be a pure hater, okay?
Yeah.
Chet's crazy. He does a lot of things right. If he keeps developing that, if he goes Euro steps at 7 feet in the lane,
Yeah.
who can touch that, dude?
Yeah, nobody.
I'm just like, I'm like, dude, why aren't you those little drop shots that Hartenstein does?
Mhm.
Hartenstein? Dude,
Little floaters.
bro.
Yeah.
Chet, man. Just see if that's part of your situation, man. Who can block that?
We'll make sure to at him and tell him.
Yeah.
Get that
So
hook.
you can tell him personally, and I'm sure next time.
Yeah.
Next game, we'll be on it.
He's 22, bro.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
You may actually look at that.
he's like
Coach
22.
Blake.
Coach Blake,
I got faith in him. I just like,
Little League coach. He's
it's not a lot. You do a lot of good things. Get your hand up, bro.
Get your hand
Don't
up.
let him do that to you again. He's done to you twice. They've been to you twice in this series.
No
They
more.
have. I'm not. Everyone else is. It's a team sport stuff, but like that last shot has come down to you twice. They're aiming for you.
Keep your hands up.
Yo,
Keep your
at
hands
least
up.
get one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're gonna wrap up this episode of Blunt Convo. Be sure to follow us, the team, man. Follow me everywhere, Trip G Official.
League 420-ish.
Blade Nolan Brown.